Μόνον όταν το επιχείρημα δομείται πιστικών, τότε δύναται αν κερδάνε εν ζήτημα. Ανατρέχομεν εις τους τραγικούς της δομής ταύτης ένεκε, μάλλον η Σοφοκλέα.
Ρώμεθα το παραδείγματι των έργων αυτού να αντιβάλλομεν το δέον γενέστε εις τεινά συλλογισμών, αλλό της θέμιδος ναός ούκ εστι πανήγυρης.
Ή να σταθεί εν επιχείρημα δύο οι όρεις, το γιγνώσκιν και το επίσταστε. Σύμφημιση, αλίστας τραγωδίας, Σοφοκλής δείκνηση ημίν τινή τρόπο επιτυγχάνεται τούτο.
Εν μόνον πράγμα τελείται. Η μεταλόγου εξήγησης των βουλήσεων ζητήματος τεινός και αναπόδρασες εκβάσεις έτινες λιπτέ ετιθέμητη.
Η τραγωδία κινείται μεταξύ τριών βαθμίδων. Δι συνεκτιμήσε δεόντως το απροσδόκητον του πελάτου και τεμελιώσετε τα δεδομένα και
μετά δι παριστάνε το άλγος αυτόν. Πι αλλού ευρίσκεται η γνώσης ή μη πάρεξ ότι ο εχέφρον ούκ επενεργεί επικλαθμών και οδυρμών, αλλά επί των δεδομένων, ο νους εστιός περ κύπελον ο ευπίβληση. Ετί εισί ως περεπλευρέ του κυπέλου, έτινες ριδόαση ευμετάβολον σχήμα, κλαθμοί και οδυρμοί προκαλούσι δυσαρμονίαν μόνον.
Ναι, άλλη αφήγηση της ιστορίας γίγνεται μεταλληλουχίας και το επιχείρημα αυτό καθ' αυτό εστί η ιστορία ταύτη. Ο εχέφρον αναγνωρεί τούτο. Τούτο εστί το όργανον, ο χρήτε Σοφοκλής.
Σοφόκλης, άγε και φέρε πλειάδα χορευτών και παράστοιχη εν ημίν μετασμάτων. Καλόν αν ή ορχιστρικών μικρών, συνοδείας χάρη.
Η τραγωδία κινείται μεταξύ τριών βαθμίδων. Δι συνεκτιμήσε δεόντως το απροσδόκητον του πελάτου και τεμελιώσετε τα δεδομένα και
μετά δι παριστάνε το άλγος αυτόν. Πι αλλού ευρίσκεται η γνώσης ή μη πάρεξ ότι ο εχέφρον ούκ επενεργεί επικλαθμών και οδυρμών, αλλά επί των δεδομένων, ο νους εστιός περ κύπελον ο ευπίβληση. Ετί εισί ως περεπλευρέ του κυπέλου, έτινες διδόαση ευμετάβολον σχήμα, κλαθμοί και οδυρμοί προκαλούσι δυσαρμονίαν μόνον.
Ναι, άλλη αφήγηση της ιστορίας γίγνεται μεταλληλουχίας και το επιχείρημα αυτό καθ' αυτό εστί η ιστορία ταύτη. Ο εχέφρον αναγνωρεί τούτο. Τούτο εστί το όργανον, ο χρήτε Σοφοκλής.
Σοφόκλης, άγε και φέρε πλειάδα χορευτών και παράστοιχη εν ημίν μετασμάτων. Καλόν αν ή ορχιστρικών μικρών, συνοδείας χάρη.
Μόνον όταν το επιχείρημα δομείται πιστικών, τότε δύναται αν κερδάνε εν ζήτημα. Ανατρέχομεν εις τους τραγικούς της δομής ταύτης ένεκε, μάλλον η Σοφοκλέα.
Ρώμεθα το παραδείγματι των έργων αυτού να αντιβάλλομεν το δέον γενέστε εις τεινά συλλογισμών, αλλό της θέμιδος ναός ούκ εστι πανήγυρης.
Ή να σταθεί εν επιχείρημα δύο οι όρεις, το γιγνώσκιν και το επίσταστε. Σύμφημιση, αλίστας τραγωδίας, Σοφοκλής δείκνηση τι τρόπο επιτυγχάνεται τούτο.
Εν μόνον πράγμα τελείται. Η μεταλόγου εξήγησης των βουλήσεων ζητήματος τεινός και αναπόδρασες εκβάσεις έτινες λιπτέ ετιθέμητη.
Μόνον όταν το επιχείρημα δομείται πιστικών, τότε δύναται αν κερδάνε εν ζήτημα. Ανατρέχομεν εις τους τραγικούς...
Ρώμεθα το παραδείγματι των έργων αυτού να αντιβάλλομεν το δέον
σταθεί εν επιχείρημα δύο οι όρεις, το γιγνώσκιν και το επίσταστε. Σύμφημιση, αλίστας τραγωδίας, Σοφοκλής δείκνηση ημίν τρόπο. Πόντικος τη μέλα, με τα πλοκάμω, πώς.
Spare some drachmi. You there. You have a kind soul. Help an old man buy his next meal.
Your soul also seems kind.
I am grateful and humbled, stranger. Tell me, what do they call you?
I'm Alexios. And you?
Just a simple beggar. I sailed from Persia to see the beauty of the Greek world.
I can do many things, Persian, but I can't restore sight.
Nor would I want you to. My blindness is a burden that the gods have given me to carry, and I will.
Then what?
Be my eyes. When I was a boy, an Athenian told me the most beautiful tales of your lands. I would love to hear them again. Would you go see the places I never was able to, and return to tell me the tale of your adventures?
I'm not much of a storyteller, but I will be your eyes.
I knew I sensed kindness in you. You've made this old Persian happy again.
Don't thank me yet. What places do you wish you could have seen?
My favorite tales were always of the Acrocorinth. The statues of Zeus in Athena, the perch of the armored bird in Arcadia, and of course, the mysterious Mount Taigetos.
So tell me what you know about the statue of Zeus.
Its great bowl stood ready to...
There are many statues.
In my mind, there is only one.
The Acrocorinth.
Smart.
You did say Mount...
You sound like you know that.
That... What do you remember?
There's a beast
I'll be back with stories to tell.
As soon as you've seen one location, please return.
Papyrus. Says it was written by Themistocles, the Athenian general. A note.
I could hear your footsteps. Welcome back.
I've seen Kefalonia, from the statue of Zeus.
Tell me, is it still a place of great beauty?
Yes, the island is beautiful. From the statue of Zeus, you can see the sea hitting the white beaches and mountains covered in green. But its people suffer because of the war.
Just how it was described to me. The gods simultaneously bless the land and curse the people. Even for gods, your gods are cruel, Misthios.
Okay, I've told you what I remember. Now tell me about yourself. What's a Persian doing here?
Persia and the Greek world are doomed to be opposites. In times of prosperity here, Persians always seem to suffer. And when you're at war with yourselves...
Persians know peace?
Indeed. My people prospered after King Xerxes was murdered. All except for me. A man tried to kill me with poison, which is how I lost my sight. I fled and arrived here.
So there's a price on your head. Now I'm interested.
There was, though there isn't anymore. Now then, tell me another tale, and I'll tell you more of my past.
You'll be glad to know I've been to the statue of Athena at the Acropolis.
If only I could have been there to feel her presence. Would you describe her to me?
If Athens is a city of statues, then Athena is their guardian. She stands high above everything, on guard over the city.
Yes, not just standing tall to protect Athens, but to serve as a reminder of the suffering those poor people endured during the invasion.
Your turn to tell me something. You said a man tried to kill you.
The man who rose up to kill the tyrant Xerxes was named Darius. He was of a new creed of killers, unlike any Persia had known. He was also the man hired to kill me.
A killer of kings, hired to kill a simple blind man. Why?
I have your interest, do I? Tell another tale, and I will too.
I've traveled to the Acrocorinth. From there, I could see all of Corinthia.
Ah, I can only wonder at what the worshippers of Aphrodite do to pay her tribute.
The Atera keep the spirit of Aphrodite alive, usually well into the night.
Exactly as your goddess deserves. When I was younger, I'd lie awake dreaming of what it would be like to go. Worship, of course.
Now that's out of the way, you owe me a tale. You said the king-killer Darius was hired to kill you too?
He was. By my brother.
Your brother? None of this is making any sense, old man.
I trust you. So I will tell you. My brother and I are the last living sons of King Xerxes.
Impossible. That would make you a king.
I was. My name was Artaxerxes. I guided Persia through a time of peace. But my brother wanted the throne and plotted my death. Now, I hide here, exiled, living the life of a simple beggar. I will tell you more. But first...
Yes, yes, a tale for a tale. I returned to Mount Aegatos.
Returned? Tell me, did you meet the mountain god who devours Spartan children?
The mountain is just a mountain, like any other. What makes Taygetos a place of suffering is the people there.
That is true of all the world's worst places.
When I was a child...
I could tell from the moment I met you that you carried the burden of suffering. Let it stay in the past.
Now you tell me, King Artaxerxes, how can I believe your story? You don't exactly look like royalty.
Well, that's the point. I am hiding.
Show me proof.
I could. You see, I knew a man named Themistocles.
The Athenian general. I heard stories about him being ostracized from Athens.
Over petty politics. He came to Persia to me, looking for refuge. I was king, but only a boy. He spent his days learning Persian and telling me stories of his home. Places like the Acrocorinth, Mount Taygetos.
The places you wished you could see.
I loved the tales and loved Themistocles like a father. He was kinder to me than Xerxes ever was. Tell me one last tale, and I'll tell you where he hid his treasure.
If you'd like to hear about the bird, I could describe it to you.
Nothing would make me happier.
It's a majestic statue, built from the blades of fallen soldiers. It's so high above Stymphalos and the golden fields below. Up there, I could forget there was a war.
So it is as it was told to me. The bird commemorates Heracles' fight against chaos, built on a place of calm. Hopefully, one draws out the best in the other.
So, I've been to the 5 places Themistocles told you about in his tales.
For that, my soul will be eternally grateful. As for my tale, Themistocles died peacefully in Persia, as one of us. I promise him I'd see the places he told me about. His stories will live on in me. And now you.
And what of your story?
I let the people believe Darius succeeded in killing me, so I could escape.
Artaxerxes, there's something else you should know.
Yes?
My grandfather was Leonidas of Sparta.
That means...
Your father, King Xerxes, killed my grandfather.
Then you're bound by blood. to avenge him.
This papyrus is so old. Could this be writing by Themistocles?
Ah, I could hear your footsteps. Welcome back.
I'll be back with stories to tell.
As soon as you've seen one location, please return. Ah, I could hear your footsteps. Welcome back.
I'll be back with stories to tell.
As soon as you've seen one location, please return.
This looks like somewhere Cleon would come.
Oh, no, you don't!
You want last?
Εκεί που σκύγνομαι. Τρέχουν προτούματε, Ορέστε.
Best stay out of sight.
Do you have the seals for me?
I do.
More seals and more proof what we're doing is working. Thankfully, there are at least some people in power willing to listen to me.
I'll leave the politics to you.
As it should be. And I have more work for you, assuming you're up for it.
I'm always interested in more work.
I was worried about employing a mercenary, but you've been a pleasant surprise.
Yes, that's what they all call me. A pleasant surprise.
I suspect if they call you anything offensive, they don't live long.
I couldn't say.
At least I have you working with me, instead of getting in my way.
Other generals giving you trouble?
They refuse to acknowledge I know what I'm doing. But it doesn't matter. I'll get the job done, and eventually all of Athens will know it. Are you ready for more work?
I'll get you your seals.
Thank you.
First, I have some questions. Who does a general like you look up to?
You know who was a true hero?
I'm guessing you're about to tell me.
Odysseus. He used his wits to triumph. Wily Odysseus, they call him. Without him, the Trojan War would have been lost. And the other generals understood that.
What do you think your future holds?
Victory or death. You don't stay a general for long if you don't win battles.
I suppose many generals die on the field.
Not the majority. The Athenian people are the greatest threat to a general's life. If you displease them, they'll remove you from office, ostracize you, or even condemn you to death.
And you want this job?
There is no greater purpose than the glory of Athens. It's my duty and my honor.
Why is it I always find you here?
Athena is the goddess of wisdom and war. What better place for a general to ask for blessings?
You don't seem very devout to me.
I'm not the first general in my family. My father was as well, and his father before him.
You would have learned military thinking from a young age.
Exactly. My grandfather brought me here when I was a child. He stood me here and told me Athena was our patron. That we must always offer her our respect on the eve of war.
He sounds like a wise man.
He was. He died in battle the next day.
You come here to remember him.
And to remember that though the gods may be our patrons, they will not always protect us.
I know enough.
What?
This shovel looks recently used. Muddy tracks. Probably came from someone in the garden. So to get the key, I need to find the commander Phylos.
Looks like someone dug here.
I have him now! He's in my sight! I'll find those cowards!
What do you see? Nothing! Everything looks clear! We'll find them. Keep looking. There is no way they just vanished.
Λόγια μου, λόγια,
Τι συνέβη μόλις? Ποιος ο υπέτειος? Πού καλυτές τούτο εσύ? Παράδοξο.
Παραδοξότατο.
I don't see anything. I know he's not far.
Καλώνει με κεφαλιών, θονία και χειροκτών, λαχρός.
To the death! Got him now!
συνέβη μόλις?
Τραγωδία ανέρεσης εστί. Εστί μιασμός. Αιτιόμενος είναι κλονής την ισορροπία του πνεύματος. Γυναίκα διατέχεστε. Μόνο τα.
Η αδικία η διαθέτει και πρώτη και ένωση.
Gratis was right. This is exactly what we needed. Is there something you need?
Mighty Misthios, hear me. I am a lowly Athenian and I need your help. You look like the type that can get things done.
Easy. There isn't anything I can't do. Really. What do you need?
You are too kind, Mighty Misthios. It may sound ridiculous, but it is my dream to become a sophist like the great Thrasymachos or the even greater Protagoras and to leave this lowly life behind.
I get it. What's the issue?
I can't pay for lessons. I am sure I would make a fantastic sophist. And with a mighty Misthios such as yourself...
So you want me...
Yes.
Take this.
Προείδηκα το πατρί σου ότι έχει πάθει.
Good, you're here. The people are waiting for me to speak.
You should be able to use this to your advantage. It's what I could find about Cleon. Mytilene is just the first of many places that he wants to wipe out.
With the sway he has over the polis, he'd get the votes for death every time.
Then it's up to us right now to change their minds.
So you'll join me?
Talking to the people may not be enough. We need to show them why following Cleon is wrong.
I'm surprised to hear you suggest such an idea.
Desperate times. Isn't that what you said?
So I did. Follow my lead and respond as if you're one of Cleon's supporters, not mine.
I'll do my best.
But Socrates, Cleon is a man of the people.
Tell me, if you harm someone with a sword, are you not responsible?
I am.
What if you hired someone else to harm another? Are you still responsible for that harm?
Yes, I'd still be responsible.
You are almost too insightful, and you're completely right. If someone should be hurt by any means, and we play any role in that hurt, we are still responsible. We have agreed that we may harm another, even if not by our own hands.
That's right.
So let me ask you another question. Who should you trust, the many or the one who has more expertise?
The majority is always right.
And who is informing the majority?
I suppose we're following the one at the top.
And if you found out the person at the top had lied to the people you follow, what would you do?
People who lie to me don't deserve my trust.
Nor should they. After all, if someone lies to you a single time, what's to say they would not do so again?
Yes, you're right.
So you agree that someone who lies to you is not worthy of leading?
Of course.
Oh, Athenians! Would you not also agree that you can have responsibility for harming another even through someone else?
I would.
And would you follow someone you found out had lied to you for their own gain?
Of course not.
Above all things, therefore, I beg and implore you, hear these words. The one you currently follow is lying for his own gain.
Cleon has lied to you in order to get the votes needed to attack Mytilene. And we have the proof he'll do it again.
Should the ship arrive in Mytilene, the people stand no chance of surviving.
Now that you know the truth, you can take back your decision.
Another vote must be called. The lives of those people are in your hands too. The ship must be stopped. That probably could have gone better, but even so, I believe the people are unable to deny the proof we presented.
I guess I learned something. It must be from all the time I've spent around you.
Debate may not always be as quick as a blade, but it can have just as big an effect.
But was it enough?
I believe word of Cleon's misdeeds will be shared throughout Athens. Its citizens love the city and what it stands for. Nobody wishes for it to fall.
I need to stay hidden. Got to be careful not to get spotted. Can I help you with something? Easy. There isn't anything I can't do. Really.
You are too kind.
I get it.
I can't pay for less.
So...
That...
All right. Here it...
Τίνος εσύ τώρα.
Good.
You should...
With the sway...
Then it's up to us, right?
So you'll join...
Talking to the people may not be enough.
I'm surprised.
Desperate times.
So I did.
I'll do my best.
But Socrates, Cleon is...
Tell me, if you harm someone with a sword, are you not responsible? What if you hired someone else to harm...
Yes,
You are almost too insightful, and we have agreed that...
That's right.
So, let me ask you another question. Who should you trust, the many or the one who has more expertise?
I follow the one with expertise. Surely they know better than I do.
Then your decision is based only on what another says.
It's all I have to go off of.
And if they lied?
People who lie to me don't deserve my trust.
Nor should they. After all, if someone lies to you a single time, what's to say they would not do so again?
Yes, you're right.
So you agree that someone who lies to you is not worthy of leading?
Of course.
Oh, Athenians! Would you not also agree that you can have responsibility for harming another even through someone else?
I would.
And would you follow someone you found out had lied to you for their own gain?
Of course not.
Above all things, therefore, I beg and implore you, hear these words. The one you currently follow is lying for his own gain.
Cleon has lied to you in order to get the votes needed to attack Mytilene. And we have the proof he'll do it again.
Should the ship arrive in Mytilene, the people stand no chance of surviving.
Now that you know the truth, you can take back your decision.
Another vote must be called. The lives of those people are in your hands too. The ship must be stopped. That probably could have gone better, but even so, I believe the people are unable to deny the proof we presented.
I guess I learned something. It must be from all the time I've spent around you.
Debate may not always be as quick as a blade, but it can have just as big an effect.
But was it enough?
I believe word of Cleon's misdeeds will be shared throughout Athens. Its citizens love the city and what it stands for. Nobody wishes for it to fall.
Κοίτο τούτο!
Άδικο εστί.
Επικαλούμε σε Μάκαρ,
Πήγε χώρο, προείρικα το πατρί σου ότι έτη πάβει να αποστείλω.
It'll be a disaster! A disaster, I tell you!
Calm down. What are you talking about?
My masterpiece! It will change everything. Amuse, astound, titillate, and open people's eyes to Cleon's machinations. But I need you!
I'm no actor or poet, Aristophanes.
By the gods, no! It's Thespis! My leading man is missing! A play with no star is no play at all.
How do you know he's missing?
He never misses a rehearsal, unless he's drunk, or with a woman, or a man.
Could be anything, then.
No, he knows how important this is.
You could just get another actor.
Oh no! Thespis always draws a huge... The more people who experience my
So where would I find him?
Thespis usually doesn't go far from his home. You'd best start there.
This shouldn't take long. Prepare the show, and I'll be back as soon as I find him.
It's all coming together. This act will avenge Pericles.
Good thing you arrived, Alexios. I am still exhausted from the ambush at the jail.
Προείρικα στο πατρί σου ότι έτσι θα
επικαλούμε σε Μάκαρ,
Κρέας γίγνεται φε, κάκιον και πολλό φούκευνο, σωτήραν κοινά αναμένω.
This must be Thespis' house.
Come on.
You don't look like an actor. Unless you're playing an Athenian guard.
I...
Hush! I'm going to ask some questions, and you're going to answer.
But Commander Rexenor...
What's your name?
Bullis?
Well, Bullis, it's your choice whether you walk out of here. Do you understand?
Yes.
Tell me, what are you looking for?
Some stupid play. They don't tell me anything.
Play?
I just do what I'm told, and they told me to destroy the manuscript.
What have you done with Thespis?
Some of the boys are meant to keep him drunk in the tavern down the street.
You'd better be telling me everything.
All I know is they wanted to keep this actor busy. See for yourself, he's at the tavern.
You sure that's all?
I just follow the commander's orders. I don't ask questions.
Do something worthwhile, and join my crew. You're loyal, and you follow orders.
You take me?
What do you say?
To get away from Athens? Thank you. Thank you.
Σύσταμε το φωνή.
And then I says to him, if this is your wife, why did she charge me?
I think he's had enough.
And what business is it of yours, friend?
Yeah, what's business? Oh, look at you.
You'd best be leaving.
I'm here for his employer, Aristophanes.
So, he's not working now?
Yes, it's not working. I like him though. Aristophanes, funny man. But's opinions. Told him it's dangerous.
That it is.
I need him sober and rested.
I don't think you understand the situation. Commander Rexenor's orders are he's not to leave.
I said I'd stay. Don't want trouble.
Go take your boys somewhere else.
You will regret that.
Get going. From your smell, you already know where the goat pens are. I'm sure they miss you.
I's not feeling too good. Then I says to him, if this is your wife, why did she charge?
I think he's had enough.
And what business is it of yours, friend?
Yeah, what's business? Oh, look.
You'd best believe.
I'm here for his employer, Aristophanes.
So, he's not working now?
Yes, it's not working.
That it is.
I
don't think you understand the situation.
I said I'd stay.
Give me Thespis, and I'll give you something in return. I'm sure we can come to an arrangement. Here, for your troubles. I'll look after him now.
Ha! A fool and his drachmi. Very well. You won't see us again.
I's not feeling too good. He said, you're behind the mask, you'll be perfectly safe, he said. You so strong, Ekaterini. Whee! Giddy ups! My parents said you'll either be an actor or a drunk. I fooled them. I became Thank you, but you can go no further. For I know true love.
I just need you ready to perform tomorrow.
Of course, and I just need my muse. My love, I can't. I won't perform without her.
You will perform.
Not without a Caterini. A divine name for a divine body. I mean being.
Those men in the tavern, who are they?
Oh, the admirers? Harmless, really. And I do like a man in uniform.
You need to sober up. This play is important.
So's a Caterini. I need my muse. Please, she's just west of here at the House of Aphrodite.
If it means you'll do the play, I'll find your muse.
Told him,
Sometimes I
Cleon will
wonder
kill
if
us
leaving
all.
Kefalonia
It's more
was a good
assault than
idea.
satire.
Πάψον τούτο.